Hello, welcome to the lecture. Today we are going to look at group dynamics. So, in the previous lecture, we have seen what is group dynamics and the importance of group dynamics. So, in this particular lecture, we are going to look at the stages of group dynamics. Before the stages, we have the types of group dynamics. Then we are going to proceed to the stages of group dynamics. So, the very first type of group dynamics is norming dynamics. So, what is this norming dynamics? Norming dynamics involve the unwritten rules, the unstated rules or norms that guide how a group member should behave, that what is the behavior that a person should have while staying in that group. These are the norms are typically unspoken expectations that members naturally follow to maintain harmony, to have good communication with the other member of the group and to respect each other. For example, in a business team, there may be an unspoken rule that everyone arrives on the well established time for the meetings and respect each other's speaking time so that they don't interrupt each other while the other person is speaking. Everyone has to say something in the group, they have to put their thoughts while performing in the group. These norms aren't written any down, but these are naturally followed to maintain a smooth and respectful environment, making team interactions much more effective and efficient. So, this is norming dynamics. Then we have role dynamics. Within a group, members often adopt specific roles based on their certain skill set, based on the experience they have, the interest they have, and the personality they hold. These roles helps to organize the group and can improve the teamwork, can improve the working of all the members by allowing each person to contribute to their strengths and lowering down their weaknesses. For example, in a group project, one member might act as a planner who organizes all the tasks, who delegates all the tasks to the other members, and he is the one who establishes the deadline for the particular members. Another could be the peacemaker who helps to resolve the conflicts and who leads to the negotiations so that the dispute does not become very big. While someone else might be the joker, who might be lightening the mood and spreading the humor. So each role contributes to the group's success, to the overall group's goal, achieving the group goals, and to keep the things balanced and right. Then the third type of group dynamics is communication dynamics. Communication dynamics refers to the that how information is shared within the group, how the member is communicating with the other person, whether there is respect while communication, the communication should be smooth and it should be transparent. In some groups, open communication allows everyone to freely express their ideas and concerns, which will foster a sense of belonging. The consumer will, the other members of the group will think that they belong to the group and they will be motivated more if their his voice is being heard and if their words are being appreciated. They will be motivated for achieving the group goals, and this will foster a sense of belonging of the individual towards the group. In other words, one in other sort of groups, one or two people may dominate the conversation, which can limit the input from the other members. So, if there is domination of one or two members in the group, the other members will not express their viewpoint or will not be able to express their viewpoint. For example, in a study group where everyone shares their thoughts openly, with the other person, members are likely to feel much more valued. They feel that they are appreciated and they are involved in the group. In contrast, if only a few members dominate the group, some ideas might be overlooked, and this will affect the overall group effectiveness. Then the next type of group dynamics is conflict dynamics. Conflict. So, conflict within a group is not necessarily negative. When managed well, it can lead to better ideas and thus can even strengthen the relationship among the members of the group. So, conflicts, if it is resolved in a peaceful manner, that will not lead to dysfunctioning of the group. So, conflicts are not always negative. New and innovative ideas can be evolved through the conflicts resolution. Conflicts can spark new insights and allow the group members to address the issues that may be holding them back, might be. For example, if a team member disagrees with a group decision, discussing the issue openly can help everyone to consider their different viewpoints. They can tell about themselves, they can put their thoughts process in the group. They can this can lead to more innovative ideas. Ultimately, this will lead to a stronger and more unified and right decision. However, if conflicts aren't managed in a proper manner, members may feel unhappy or less motivated to contribute anything new to the group or anything, or they might not want to work for the benefit of the group. Now, the next type of group dynamics is influence and power dynamics. Influence and power dynamics evolve around who holds the most influence in the group. This influence could be based on a member's knowledge, or this can be based on the charisma of the people, the experience level which a certain individual of the group holds, or the popularity of the individual of that group. So, if the person is very experienced, then their words will be listened by all the members of the group. So, this is influence and power dynamics. Understanding these dynamics helps in recognizing how decisions are made within the group, who are the members, who is having an influential power in the group. For example, in a study group, what happens? One person may naturally become the leader